Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel and to the Ultimate Racing League and to our Wednesday evening challenge, and it is Beetle Madness. We are all in the VW Beetle GR3 and we are at Brands Hatch in the UK. It's just outside of Kent. This is race 2. Fantastic race 1 we had earlier, which saw Idle 4 Gaming take the win on medium tyres as well. So yeah, great win for Idle 4 Gaming. Slowpoke managed to get in second with Panic at the Tesco in the rustiest Beetle I have ever seen. I think they have just fished it out of the lake, but he managed to get P3 in it. So yeah, this should be an exciting race 2. All the guys, they've been in, had some breakfast, cup of tea, and they're back out. So it is a late morning race. We've got one more later on in the afternoon, but for now we're going to go through this one. I'm not going to do a grid walk. We did that in race 1. If you want to have a closer look at the liveries, etc., watch race 1. But I am going to go down the grid, obviously. So grid positions are as they finished in race 1. So let's just get a bit of a camera going there. So so Idle 4 Gaming, he takes pole position for race 2. Slowpoke is in P2. Panic at the Tesco, third on the grid. White is 4th, Declan is 5th, Archer, he's 6th on the grid, Biggie is 7th, great race he had on hard tyres as well to finish 7th, Phaser is in 8th, Hodgie is 9th on the grid, Grahamid Ali is 10th, Castruan is 11th, That's Life is 12th, Mystic Clegg 13th, Captain Slow 14th. Now Nath is missing from this race. He took part in race 1. He's had a few technical issues with the car, so he's had to sit this one out while the mechanics try and get that car sorted out to get him back on track for race 3. So good luck to those boys. They will be busy in a way while the rest of the field race in this one, in race 2. So let's get this race underway, shall we? We will have a look at the tyres as usual as the boys are going around. So they've all had to change. So those that started on softs are now going to be on mediums and hards, and those on hards are going to be on mediums and softs, and so on and so on. That's the only rule really in this race, is that all compounds have to be used throughout the 3 races. As Idle 4 Gaming takes us through turns 1, Paddock Hill, up the hill towards Druids, this tight right-hander, hairpin, and then we go down the hill then to turn 4 and onto the Cooper Straight. So Idle 4 Gaming is leading this pack, Slowpoke just behind him, Panic at the Tesco is 3rd. Everybody's still lined up, so let's have a look and see if there is any hustle and bustle, and there's not at the minute, although we do have a casualty so far, and that is Phaser. Now what happened to Phaser? So through turn 1, everything okay. Up the hill towards Druids at turn 2, the hairpin. Oh, he just couldn't slow the car down, could he? And that was an almighty smack into the back of Biggie. And that one caught Biggie out. I'm sure he didn't know what hit him. Well, I'll tell you now, it was Phaser. Right into the derriere. Biggie goes flying off. So Phaser's pulled over, and Biggie back on track, but unfortunately he's got a 1.5 second penalty, so he'll be cussing and cursing a little bit in that Blue Beetle, Biggie. So unlucky start for race 1. He's got some damage as well, so yeah, unlucky start for Biggie and for Phaser. So back up to the top as we watch Idle 4 Gaming doing what he does best, and that's lead from the front. Slowpoke still in there in second. All changed tyres obviously now, so Idle 4 Gaming, he's gone on to the soft tyres, so I'm expecting him to be even quicker in this race. So the guys, if they were struggling to catch him while he was on mediums, so we got no chance. Now he's on softs. So that's Idle 4 Gaming on the soft tyres out in front. Slowpoke on the mediums in second. He's got Panic at the Tesco chasing him down, also on the medium tyres. I'm surprised that car actually moves with the amount of rust on it. But Panic at the Tesco, he's putting it through his paces, and he's already on to the back of Slowpoke, and we are only on lap 2. He is clocking up the purple sectors as well. Idle 4 Gaming with the fastest lap of 129.3, but as I say, it is only lap 2. So Panic at the Tesco then, we'll just stick with him as we go on to Cooper Straight, because this is where he's most likely to make a move. So we'll jump on board with Panic at the Tesco. He's having a bit of a look up the inside of Slowpoke, but no need to defend there, just a little bit too far back. Through Surtees, across Pilgrims, into Hawthorns at turn 6. Down the dip, then up the hill we go then through Dingledale. So Panic at the Tesco still can't get close enough, can we? As we go through turn 8 and on to Clearway. So as we come up to turn 9 and Clark Curve, is this where Panic at the Tesco can make up a bit of ground on Slowpoke? If he can get himself tucked right underneath the rear wing of Slowpoke, he can possibly make the move before they get to Paddock Hill, or rather through Paddock Hill. And Panic, well, he's doing everything but panicking, isn't he? He's just taking his time, he's just biding it, he's going to pick his moment. So let's just drop down the order, because there is a bit of a gap then back to Hodgie in 4th, but Hodgie having a much better race this time out. He's on the soft tyres, and he's on a mission, isn't he, Hodgie? He wants to make up for race 1. So Hodgie, currently fastest lap for Hodgie is a 25.5. Fastest lap overall is a 24.6 from Idle Gaming. So about a second difference between the two. But Hodgie looking good in 4th. Declan in the Hot Wheels in 5th. He's on the medium tyres, so again doing a good job of keeping up with the guys in front of him. Archer in 6th. He's on the hard tyres, so he's the first of the guys on hards. That car looking fantastic as the sun hits it. We can see the glitter paintwork and the multi-tone colours going through it, just like somebody's poured oil all over it, doesn't it? Fantastic looking car for Archer. Well, he's got other things on his mind at the minute, and they're in the shape of Grahamid Ali in the blue and orange Gulf. Oh, as Grahamid takes just a little bit too much of that inside curb at Paddock Hill. Managed to recover it. Bit of dirt on the tyres though, so he does need to be careful. Castrian sitting in 8th. He's got That's Life and Biggie chasing him down. Biggie needs to well, he's got a bit of a battle on his hands, isn't he, to try and get back through the pack after coming off on I think it was lap 1 right at the start. But Biggie's still going in 10th. P. White in 11th. Mystic Clegg 12th. Captain Slow down in 13th. Well, quite a gap, so obviously Captain Slow has had a bit of an issue somewhere over the last lap and a half to find himself all the way down in 13th. That's not like him to be down there. And Phaser likewise in 14th. So Phaser not enjoying the hard tyres this time out. So let's just have a look back at the top then, and Idle 4 Gaming is actually opening up quite a gap now back to Panic. Panic has managed to get by Slowpoke. We knew it was coming. He did seem a lot quicker than Slowpoke. Slowpoke's still there. He's not letting Panic get too far away from him. Hodgie, though, he is lurking in the background and getting closer and closer to the back of Slowpoke. So Hodgie's having a fantastic second race. And he's clocking up the purple sectors as well. So Hodgie on a mission. Tyres are warmed up and he's loving it at the minute. We have just gone over the 6.5 minute mark, so not really quite halfway through this race yet. As we're following Hodgie in the green machine. In fact, where are we? Let's I was going to say we'll do a lap, shall we, with somebody. Let's have a look, see who's close. Well, Idle 4 Gaming. So let's jump on board with Idle for a lap. I know Idle 4 Gaming does like to do these on his replay, so in honour of him, let's do it. So across the line we go into turn 1, Paddock Hill. A very tricky right-hander, a bit blind that apex. You don't see it till you're actually on it. Then you're up the hill into turn 2, which is Druids. Real tight right-hand hairpin. Easy on the throttle as you come out. Then down through turn 3. Turn 4 will take us up through onto Cooper Straight. And then it is foot planted firmly on the noisy pedal all the way down the hill into Surtees at turn 5. This right-hander, and it's 2 or 3 right-handers in quick succession here. Onto Pilgrims, then into turn 6, which is Hawthorns. Nicking as much as you can of that curb. Then it's start up the hill and then through Dingledale turn 7. Then you find yourself on Sheen Curve through turn 8, which is Sterling's, onto Clearways and up towards the final turn 9, Clark Curve, which will then bring us back onto the start finish line. So a quick minute and 24 seconds riding along with Idle 4 Gaming, and another fastest lap for him, so he is absolutely loving it out there on the soft tyres. Bit of a gap then back to Panic at the Tesco, who is not able to catch up, but he is on the medium tyres. Slowpoke just sitting behind Panic, also on the medium tyres. So the top 3 at the minute were the top 3 as they finished race 1. With 6 minutes to go. Now then, Hodgie has caught right up to the back of Panic and Slowpoke. Hodgie on the soft tyres, so there is still plenty of race left for Hodgie to make a move and get by, and I'm sure it will only be a matter of time before he is challenging Slowpoke for P3. Slowpoke having a little bit of a cheeky look on down the inside of Panic. Then we're just going to stick with these guys just for a second. We'll jump on board with Slowpoke as we try and chase down Panic, and if we look in the mirror, there is Hodgie in that green machine, getting closer and closer with every turn. Slowpoke getting closer to Panic at the Tesco as well, so could Slowpoke be making a move on Panic? As we go around Clark Curve and across the start finish line to start lap 8, Hodgie is there, he is poised and ready to strike. And it looks like he's made his move as he's gone up the inside of Slowpoke. Where is he? There. Oh no, Hodgie's just had to drop back again. He is desperate to get that P3 away from Slowpoke. He had another little look up the inside. Couldn't get it done though. The door was slammed shut. Slowpoke managing to hold on to P3 for the minute, but it really is only a matter of time. Panic at the Tesco. He will be watching all of this in his rearview mirror. He is hoping that Slowpoke can hold Hodgie up long enough to get nearer to the end of the race, so Panic can still stay in P2. But Hodgie now he makes his move. Slowpoke tries to defend by taking the inside line, but Hodgie gets it done before they hit the braking zone, and up into P3 goes Hodgie. Fantastic racing from him. Took his time, didn't rush things, waited for the opportunity and took it when it came, and now he is after Panic. So Panic at the Tesco, it's his turn to do the defending. Slowpoke is going to sit there in 4th, hoping that one of the 2 guys in front of him makes a mistake. Slowpoke on the medium tyres, Hodgie on the soft, so Slowpoke's probably not going to be able to challenge Hodgie for that P3 unless Hodgie makes a mistake. We have about about 3.5 minutes left of this race. So these three really fighting it out for podium positions. I think P1 is pretty safe actually with Idle 4 Gaming. He is long gone. So it is between these three cars now as to who finishes where on the podium. Let's just have a quick look down the field. Declan, he's on his own in P5. So under no real threat is Declan. Same with the Mohammed. Another lonely race for him, albeit a little bit further up the road than he was in race 1, but he is on his own. Then we've got a bit of a cluster of cars. We've got That's Life has just moved up into 7th, Archer in 8th. Then we've got P White in 9th, with Biggie just sitting there in 10th as Archer's just having a bit of a look at That's Life as they go side by side down the Cooper Straight towards Surtees. Archer just slotting in behind That's Life. Doesn't want to risk too much on these very fast but very tight turns. That's Life holding on to 7th. Archer in 8th. Biggie has made a move on P White and got himself up into 9th. Excuse me. As we go through Sterling's. So Biggie is now, he's after Archer now. Into Clark Curve we go, turn 9. On to the start finish straight, and Biggie is lining Archer up for a move. Biggie pulls to the inside. Can he get it done before they hit the braking zone at turn 1? And he has just got his nose in front, hugging that inside line. And what a fantastic move from Biggie. Good clean racing. Archer gave him room, kept the pressure on, but a bit of respect between the drivers there, and a great move carried out by Biggie to get himself up into P8, and now he's all over the back of That's Life. We have about 1 minute left. So if Biggie, if he wants to move himself up into 7th, he's going to have to do it pretty quickly. Some great racing from these guys, battling it out for P7. So we are into the last minute of this race, and Biggie getting closer and closer to That's Life, both on the medium tyres. So let's just have a look to see where the leader is on the track. Now Idle Gaming is going to get another lap in. We've got 30 seconds left, so I think most of these guys will get another lap in as Grahami crosses the line. That's Life still in 7th, fighting hard to keep Biggie behind him. Around turn 9, the 4 of them go, and they will all get another lap in, so it is the final lap for all of these guys. I think it is going to be Castrian in P11. Now then, let's just have a look. I think Castrian, it's going to be tight. He might get another lap in. And he does. No, he doesn't. Castrian has finished in P11. Captain Slow across the line in 12th. Phaser will finish in 13th. With Mystic Clegg, he's going to come in 14th. Now, I don't mean to sort of shoot over these guys, but I think Mystic Clegg has been lapped, so I'm just going to follow Idle 4 Gaming as race leader. He is coming around the final turn 9 across the line to take another win, his 2nd of the evening. So well done to Idle 4 Gaming. Panic at the Tesco, he's managed to stay in front of Hodgie, or has he? They've not finished yet. Hodgie's going to push it all the way to the line, but Panic is going to get it. So Panic at the Tesco, he's going to finish in P2. Hodgie in P3. Slowpoke takes 4th. Declan will cross the line in 5th. Muhammad Ali across the line in 6th. Biggie, great race Biggie had. An unfortunate start to it, but he managed to finish strong and across the line in 7th. So well done to Biggie. That's Life across the line in 8th. P White 9, Archer 10th, Castrian 11th, Captain Slow 12th, Phaser 13th. Wow, what a fantastic race that was. I cannot wait for race 3, and that is going to be coming up very, very shortly.